A group of friends has relations with the corpse of a supermodel without knowing what would happen afterward. Today I will present to you the corpse of Anna Fritz. Everything begins in this hospital where the body of a famous supermodel, who passed away a few hours ago, is located. This young man takes a picture of her. The scene then changes to introduce us to Yvonne and Javi, two friends who have arrived at a hospital to look for their childhood best friend named Pau. Pau works performing autopsies at the hospital. The boys go to a parking lot and tell him they want him to go to a party with them. However, Pau refuses, saying he has too much work to do because that is what a man does. They ask him if he took pictures of Anna's body, as they knew the body would arrive at the hospital where Pau works, and he confirms that he did. Yvonne, who is more vulgar than a pig, asks Pau if he did anything with Anna's body, and Pau obviously denies it. Yvonne and Javi then ask Pau to let them see the girl. They go to the room where the body is located, and once there, Pau shows them. After looking for a while, Yvonne begins to grope her, unable to believe he is doing this with the supermodel that everyone desires. Javi thinks this is too crazy and suggests they leave. Pau tells him to calm down, but Javi remains unconvinced about the situation. Pau then recounts how he has done inappropriate things with some beautiful girls who have arrived at the hospital. He shares how he performed indecent acts with a 17-year-old who was brought to the hospital. This encourages Yvonne, who agrees to do mischievous things as well. Javi and Pau step aside to wait while Yvonne does his thing. Although Javi does not believe Yvonne will actually go through with it, he spies on him from the door and sees that Yvonne is indeed doing it. When Yvonne finishes, he brags to them about how great it was. Javi feels disgusted, but Yvonne tells him to calm down and give it a try. Pau steps in, as it is now his turn, and begins to touch her. While he is in the middle of the act, the body suddenly moves. Pau is frightened by this, and the boys rush back from the bathroom to see what is happening. They discover that Anna is alive, and Javi offers her some water to help her recover. Yvonne asks if she remembers anything that happened, but she is still paralyzed by shock. The boys start discussing what to do next. Javi insists they help her, but just at that moment, another doctor arrives with another body, forcing them to hide. The boys discuss again what to do with her, realizing they cannot let her live after what they have done. Javi suggests they report the situation, but Yvonne stops him. Javi tries to open the door, only to find it locked. Yvonne and Javi get into a fight, but Pau calls a doctor to unlock the door. While they hide Javi and Anna in the bathroom, Pau leaves with the doctor. Meanwhile, Yvonne convinces Javi to take Anna to the emergency room. However, Javi is already lifeless. Poor unfortunate soul. The boys are now at a loss, knowing that if they let Anna go, they will face over 30 years in prison for what they did, especially considering what Yvonne did to Javi. Meanwhile, Anna tries to approach Javi's body to grab his phone. When the boys return to look for her, they discover she has made a call and claims it was to her father, who now knows everything. The boys decide to take Anna upstairs and face whatever consequences come. But at that moment, someone calls Javi's phone, and when Yvonne answers, he hears Anna's father, who in reality knows nothing because he had not answered her earlier call. Anna tries to scream so her father can hear her, but Pau covers her mouth to stop her. Yvonne angrily hangs up the call and takes Anna back to the morgue. He instructs Pau to tie her up while he searches for a trash bin to dispose of Javi's body. Anna tries to convince Pau to let her escape, but he refuses. After tying her up, he goes to clean up Javi's traces. Anna seizes the opportunity to free herself and crawls with her remaining strength through the hallway, eventually reaching a door. But Yvonne catches up to her and drags her back to the morgue. This time, they finish her off for good, using a sheet to avoid leaving evidence. They later leave Javi's body in the middle of the street while Pau cleans the crime scene and Anna's body. When Pau is about to leave, he returns to Anna and tells her to pretend to be lifeless, as he will leave her there. At that moment, Yvonne arrives and tells him they need to get out of there. They both leave, but halfway through, Yvonne realizes he left his identification behind and quickly returns to retrieve it. When he arrives at the morgue, he finds Anna getting dressed. Confused, he concludes that Pau must have known and betrayed him. Yvonne attempts to finish off Pau, but at that moment, Anna arrives and takes Yvonne down. Pau thanks her and tells her everything will be fine. In the end, we see a completely different Anna, and that is where the movie ends.